different level of ego and insecurity that he now has. One of my idols at one point, I'm looking at like, you need to go fucking heal. And I know that sounds super cliche and corny therapy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Please like the video and subscribe. Our target is only 1,000 likes. So Kanye West and his partner Bianca Rory made headlines around the world after their Grammy Awards appearance. The pair caused a sensation on the red carpet as Bianca dropped her fur coat in front of waiting photographers to reveal she was wearing nothing underneath but a totally sheer dress and no underwear. The stunt went on so badly, reports circulated that the pair had been escorted out of the music ceremony by furious bosses, while others feared the duo could be reprimanded by police after the indecent exposure. Despite the outcry, Kanye West and Bianca have doubled down on what happened, posting snaps of the incident on their social media feeds.
Different level of ego and insecurity that he now has. One of my idols at one point, I'm looking at like, you need to go fucking heal. And I know that sounds super cliche and corny therapy shit, but we saw it when he admitted that Drake made him nervous. And I don't want to make this a Drake thing, but it was the first time we realized that Kanye wasn't this superhuman, confident person that we once really thought he was. I mean, I know all falls down. We know he's been very vulnerable in his music, but we always loved Kanye for his confidence and his ability. And then Drake shows up and he admits in interviews like, I thought I was going to be number one forever. And then this guy showed up. Between shitting on Carti, shitting on Tyler, all of his kids, he's now shitting on because he's starting to realize that even his music isn't going to keep him as relevant as he once was. He doesn't give a fuck about money. He doesn't need to. He only cares about everyone thinking he is the best, not realizing that if you shut the fuck up and make amazing music, we'd say that.
Yeah.
And he's shitting all over Carti because, yes, Carti is one of his kids. Tyler has admitted that's one of his kids. All of us are Kanye babies from my generation. I used to love that he would pump up before anyone else. Like, he was on the Odd Future shit when it wasn't cool to be that. Like, Kanye used to be that guy that was so confident that I want to uprise these kids because I see myself in them. Now he's shitting on everybody because they're hotter than him, thinking that, oh, I have to crash out all the way just to be trending on Twitter. I have to say insane things about people that have done nothing but good for me and talk about their kids to remain relevant instead of making good music to remain relevant. Just say you can't make the music you did at one point.
That's really
just say that Carti scares you because all the kids love Carti and he's making music in 2025 that we care about more than you. And this coming from a Kanye stan. Say that Tyler did something last year that no other artist has ever done and is going on a crazy stadium run right now. Say that's why you hate him, not because he doesn't have a memorable verse. Don't even do that. That's Sorry Not Sorry. I could rap that right now on mic. To say Tyler doesn't have memorable verses is insane. So forget all the anti-Semitic, the shit he said about J&B's kids. That we don't need to address that. We're just giving in to what he wants by addressing it for attention. I'm talking about the music side. You're hating on artists that you once championed because you now know we care more about them. And all you had to do was make the music we know you can make.
Yeah. I mean,
we'd still be here. And there's great shit on Bully.
Oh no,
But
I mean,
it's
again,
it's rooted in fuck the AI shit. It's just rooted in
you just don't care
hate.
about it.
Like, it's just like, dog, what, like,
you don't care about it. And that's, and that's the point that you get to at we'll pray for you and we'll wish the best. But
no, it's okay to say fuck him and not pray for him. But like, it's fine to say that
now that's where I think people are at. People are at the, you know what, fuck you. We don't care about your music. We don't care about your clothes. We don't care about none of that shit. We can wear other designers. We can listen to other artists. Like, and I think that's, people don't realize, like, at the end of the day, Kanye, you're just making clothes and music.
And I loved your stances before when you were saying fuck certain people and companies, when that was inspiring. That was the Dame Dash in you. That was a lot of shit that I loved. Now you're just going after personal shit that, like, Peach, what's the record that we love? Beauty and the Beast. Incredible. It just doesn't hit because I don't think Kanye realizes why we loved his music so much is that it hit us in the soul because of who he was as well. Kanye is not the greatest rapper per se, rhyming words. His delivery, who he is as a person, made you feel those words. So now when you see him do this bullshit on the internet, that's where the separation comes from. Do I think it's corny that he said that shit about J&B's kids? Of course. It also affects the music in that way too, of like, I don't even believe you anymore.
Yeah. That's the part. That's
like,
the part.
I don't believe anything you're saying
yeah.
because you're going against everything you stood for before, thinking that you're going with what you used to say.
Yeah.
And it's not that. You make it personal. Go after every company. I'm with you. I love it.
Yeah.
But now you just like, what the fuck, Carti, Tyler? Like, you think Tyler's going to get your kids back?
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's where.
Whose music would I rather listen to? I'm not gonna lie, probably Kanye. Probably Kanye. I'm just not a big Kendrick guy like that. I'm sorry. That makes me a bad person on the internet. You know, I don't know if it's, you know, but yeah. And now I might get in trouble for saying that. Like, because the last time I said this, I picked Game over Kendrick. Oh my God, Game! You know, they twisted. Don't keep Kendrick out your mouth. I'm just saying, early Kanye. I like early Kanye. You know,
if his first two albums, Kanye and Kendrick, is somewhat of a toss-up, and sometimes because I listen to so much of those really first three albums, but I say overall, I would say Kendrick. Clearly, like
right, yeah, but you know, West Coast, and I don't know.
Like, Kendrick spoke to Pimp a Butterfly. To me, was my favorite album because it combined the jazz cats, like a lot of the cats that are really pushing jazz and alternative funk forward right now. It brought them all in, and it pushed and it made their sounds bigger, you know. But I like the originality of it, the musicality of it, but that's what I liked about Kanye's graduation and late registration was the musicality. The musicality is what attracted me to what Kanye was doing. The fact that he had a nice, you know, he had nice grand arrangements, last call, stuff like that, you know.
Right. And so for me now, if I gotta choose voices and rhyme styles, then I gotta go with Kanye. You see, because just I don't know. Something about Kendrick's voice, I just I don't know, man. I don't know, man.
And but that also goes like when it comes to people debating music. A lot of times we're debating, but we're listening for different things. You know,
right?
I know I'm a drummer, so I'm a rhythm person. I'm listening. I'm getting patterns, and I'm listening to, and also just musical. I don't really too much care about what region it comes from, but I like it to be musical. I like it to be sonically fulfilling. I don't like thin tracks, you know. And when Kendrick dropped, you know, stuff like "If These Walls Can Talk," when swimming pools and a lot of that stuff, just sonically, I know "Women Weeding Weather" that on a Good Kid. There's different songs that just sonically. I liked the arrangements. I'm listening to. I might not focus on the lyrics until my 50th time listening to it. I'm breaking down shakers. I'm breaking down layers. Okay, look at those strings they're doing. All that key in the background. That's what I'm breaking down while I listen to music. You know, so if it feel that, and whoever's singing or rapping is rhyming in pocket and succinctly with the music that's around it, that's what I'm gonna be drawn to. You know, then later on I'll get down. Oh, damn, they saying that. You know.
Well, I see. And then I just automatically go to in my mind, whose music do I know more? I just know more Kanye songs than Kendrick. That's just me personally, and I just have more memories with his music. You know, than any kind of. Yeah.
When Kanye got to that album with the CD, and all that shit, I was off.
You said when he got to what?
I forgot the name of the album. The one that had the CD, the one after 808s and Heartbreaks. When it got into that, it just became really. It started with 808s and Heartbreaks. To me, musically, it got
that's
boring.
where it started. Yeah,
it started to get boring and very distorted like his, I guess like his thoughts are, you know. I like certain songs like Life of Pablo, but I liked it because that was a Joni Morrison sample, you know. I liked it. It was really the sample that I liked, you know, but when the music started to get when the music sonically started to get thin and basic, I was out.
I hear you.
Yeah, Yeezus, that album, Yeezus.
Well,
but I didn't like Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers by Kendrick. To me, the album was boring. You know, so even though Kendrick, one of my favorite artists, hey, players fuck up, and that was one of them, in my opinion. I know it had a deep meaning, but it was just,
right.
It was, and I get it. And I respect the deep meaning, but I didn't like it for the same reasons I don't like J. Cole. Just boring.
It's not always, it's not always about the deep meaning, you know? Like, come on. But we'll see. Time will tell with all of this shit, Big U.